Object 268 version 4 is finally getting nerfed, but is it enough? Mirror map in World of Tanks, crazy weekend special together with famous tank commander from Italy. All that and even more in today's news episode. Let's go. Russia! What is up everybody, how is it going? Welcome back to World of Tanks. Today I am back with yet another news episode, so let's get going. First topic is much waited, anticipated. Object 268 version 4 or Object 268 version 4, new nickname for this vehicle, is finally getting nerfed. Now this is really exciting news, isn't it guys? Tank that cost so many players to World of Tanks. I have actually received over 50 emails and messages plus countless amount of comments where you guys are saying I am done. This game is not for me anymore if Wargaming keeps releasing tanks like this. And they finally decided to nerf it, but is this enough? Is this nerf enough? Now, my biggest problem actually with all this nerfing over here is that it is on the Supertest server. Super testers are testing this nerfed version of version 4 out. But do you know what? Those Supertest players are the same guys who said it is okay to release Object 268 version 4 in the state that it is at the moment. That is, it is dominating everything. And what they are doing to this vehicle characteristically, let's take a look at the specs. So engine power is going to be nerfed by 150 horsepower, so that means power to weight ratio is going to be weaker. Top speed stays the same, 55 km per hour moving forward, but reverse speed is getting nerfed by 2 km per hour, so 20 is still really good. And aiming time from 2 seconds to 2.3 seconds. Plus 0.3 seconds to aiming time. But Object 268 version 4 doesn't give a damn about this aiming time. Why? Because its playstyle is to be super aggressive. Aiming time doesn't matter, because if you are sniping with version 4, you are playing this vehicle wrong. With 268 version 4 you have to be in the bloody face all the time, so it actually doesn't matter how bad your aiming time is or how bad your accuracy is. You can nerf accuracy up to 0.5 and aiming time up to 3 seconds even. If 268 is in the face of the action, is in the front line, it doesn't matter what your accuracy or aiming time is, it is still going to dominate every single dude, because it can keep up with bloody medium tanks, even with some light tanks, and the only drawback at the moment, I believe, is DPM. DPM, yes, is not the best, but still, if enemy team is not able to penetrate it, it does not matter. Now, armor was also actually nerfed. Frontal armor stays the same, but lower plate was nerfed from 236 to 201. And now this helps a little bit fighting versus 268 version 4, because those commander hatches, they were almost impenetrable for tier 10 vehicles, because if they were angled even slightly, 250mm was not enough, simply because it gets more effective armor value. But now from 252 to 232. So 245mm of penetration, 240, 250 should be able to penetrate it quite easily and reliably. And those commander hatches are not the smallest ones, so it might help penetrating this vehicle out. And the same goes to the little hatch on the left side from 252 to 232, but I believe no one was shooting that little plate anyway, when they can see that huge commander hatch with the same armor value. So it should help penetrating this tank, or at least by tier 10 vehicles and some tier 9 vehicles. Tier 8 tanks are still going to struggle penetrating it. They have to use premium rounds, but well, it is tier 10 vehicle after all. But what do you think guys? Is this enough, or should 268 version 4 be nerfed even more? In my opinion, mobility should be looked at. Like, let's simply forget about dispersion and aiming time, because it doesn't do anything to this vehicle's playstyle anyway, because as I said, if you are sniping with it, you are playing it wrong, at least at the moment with this armor profile. We have to wait and see how devastating that Commander Hatch nerf is in full tier 10 battles, for example. In tier 8 battles I would say it doesn't make any difference, but I think nerfing overall mobility a bit more is going to help it out. All in all, I have to say it is pretty sad to see how slowly they are reacting when they see that something is completely wrong with one vehicle. It should be ninja nerfed, auto nerfed automatically when, like, we are collecting statistics. You are collecting statistics, not statistics. Especially when it is costing you players, when it is costing you old players who actually paid for this game. Yeah, okay, let me know what you think about this one. Moving on into the next topic, because it actually makes me mad, that previous one. But World of Tanks Supertest, once again we have to go back to the Supertest, the new map prototype. It is actually pretty old news, but I kind of forget to cover it, because Wargaming is testing out one mirror map, 100%, almost 100% identical map, to see how this works, because at the moment one of the biggest problems with maps is the balancing factor. One side is a lot stronger than the other. So let's test it out. Actually, I'm quite happy to see how this map would work out, how 100% identical map would work out. So after that it comes down to the matchmaking and what kind of vehicles are lined up versus each other. I mean, when for example Type 5 Heavy is going to be matched versus AMX 50B, because this happens at the moment even in 357 matchmaking, and this is what makes 357 matchmaking so bad in actual reality. As I said in my yesterday's episode, sometimes 357 matchmaking is awesome, but in tier 10s, when tier 10s are involved in situations where Type 5 Heavy gets matched versus AMX 50B, or when Mouse gets matched versus AMX 50B, two completely different tanks, and Mouse is going to win almost any engagement. Especially in 357 matchmaking, Mouse is so much more useful tank than AMX 50B. Of course, AMX 50B, if AMX 50B's driver is like a superstar, it's going to do a lot of work, but in a nutshell, you mean average player versus average player, tank decides everything. And of course, on a map like this, on a 100% mirrored map, player skills comes in handy. All your map positioning, map awareness, mini-map awareness, flanking awareness, map control, everything comes in handy, and it actually decides the outcome of one battle. So we have to wait and see, but I am most definitely excited to test 100% mirrored map out for sure, to see if anything changes at all. Of course, map, you cannot play map anymore. After that you have to play matchmaking or players' skills, as usually XVM users does. But I think I'm actually going to make one special episode dedicated to XVM, because it needs to be discussed in my opinion. But moving on into the next topic, and this is crazy weekend special called Military Parade Special. I am going to use every single bonus and discount, because starting from today until May 15, you are able to get 5 times experience for the first victory of the day, 50% discount on consumables, 50% discount on equipment, on garage slots, and 15% discount on regular vehicles starting from tier 8 to tier 10. I am going to use every single one. I need 5 times experience to grind or to play with my D10, for example, or to play with my Italian vehicles. I need at minus 50% on consumables, because I need to stack up on my premium food. I am premium food junkie. Not on every single vehicle, but I like to get them cheap. I like to get them with 10,000 instead of 20,000, of course. And I also need small repair kits, small first aid kits, and so on. And of course, equipment. I'm always going to waste couple million credits on equipment. Garage slots, I believe I do not need that, but I most definitely need minus 15% discount on regular tier 8 up to tier 10 vehicles. I can finally buy, I think I am going to use it on KV4, on P44 Pantera. Hopefully I'm able to get into the Pantera and I can get it with minus 15% discount. And I am thinking about picking up my Sheridan as well, because I have Sheridan researched already. I simply have to buy it. We'll see. But this 15% discount is going to help me out. what is it, like 900,000-ish credit victory. So yeah, I think I have to take it. Anyway, military parade special on EU server, at least take part of it and use all those discounts. Super handy. And finally, starting from yesterday until June the 1st, you are able to get your hands on famous exclusive tank commander Buffon. That was actually my all-time favorite goalkeepers, because I love how respectful that guy was.
Muoversi, muoversi! Muoversi, muoversi! Li abbiamo danneggiati! Agganciato!
So you're able to get it. All you have to do, play a battle only with P-44 Pantera, Progetto M35 Mod 46, so that premium tier 8 Italian vehicle, with standard P or with Progetto 65. Play one battle with one of those vehicles and Buffon is in your garage, serving you. I am going to use it, I have to get it, simply because I respect that dude. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was my today's news episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, sun is shining, beautiful weather outside. I am going to enjoy it, I am going to take the maximum out of it. Love you all, stay awesome, take care, subscribe, like. As always, stay sexy and bye.